work and come here. Within the first 2 years, I lose my parents. My dad succumbed to a heart attack. My mom had a long-standing interstitial lung disease, and she succumbed to that with hypoxia. And so I had to make those trips to India. Always felt bad that I was not there during the end stages. And now we were really, you go make 2 trips to India with the resident salary and giving half the salary in Boston for rents. You know what that means financially.
Yes.
But, we went through that, pulled through, and then got the job here, stayed on as a faculty in 2005. Now I'm just a faculty established, and now we're out of the, economic pressures. We were getting out, and then slowly, of course, I lost my way in terms of trying to be the best in terms of, clinical career, but the main reason I came for was research, and I couldn't pull it off at then. It took me a while, like late 2000s or so, to get to the Harvard School of Public Health and get all the training. That's when I had my 3rd son, and my mother-in-law was supposed to come here, and she had a fatal accident in India when she was going up to a religious place, I think, to visit. The van rolled over, and out of the 8 people there, she was the only one got killed.
Oh my God.
My wife was the only daughter, and she had a brother, but she was the only daughter. She was very, very close to her mom, and she was so depressed. And she was trying to ask me why now, why she and why her. And there were 8 people and questions like that for which I had no answer. She thought I'm a doctor and I should know all the answers, but these are not the questions we have answers for. The first time it hit me really hard that as a doctor, there are several things which we do not know. And so we're trying to explore as to something about death and what is happening, etc. When my parents died, they had long-standing issues, so it was easy to accept it. It can never be easy, but somewhat easier. But hers was,
right.
She was young and fatal accident, and she was 59, I think. Wow. So we were trying to find these answers, and so we came across a number of friends were trying to help us with answers. But, when somebody answers you, you need to settle down with that answer. But we were not settling down with any of these. And so we would take long road trips by van, like going to Montreal, Toronto, and come back. That's about 14 hours of drive, right? So when the kids go to sleep, and she and myself will be just playing some audio tapes of this new guru introduced to me by my family as well as by others that, you might find some answers from him. Why don't you listen to him, etc. And so we're playing endless hours of tapes. We were very worried, this may be another guru out of millions of gurus that comes out of India. You got to be careful who's the right one, right? Plus, being a physician, you have that arrogance within you that I know the answers. These people don't know much, and still you wanted to listen what they have to say. And so I think that's when it hit me hard that my upbringing was very supportive to do the exploration piece. So it's trying to still listen to him because in some ways he was very attractive. In many answers that he would give, it's like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. That's what comes to your head. And I was thinking, yeah, I know that. Why didn't I think about this? It's almost like bringing something within deep in you and then telling you that you are your own solution. But still, I was on the fray for almost 3 years, along with my wife. And she went and took the first program offered by this guru in Houston, I think 2011. I remember that day very clearly. She comes back, and I look at her and say, wow, I've never seen you so beautiful. This is amazing. What happened in Houston? So she was like, what are you talking about? This is embarrassing. After 15 years of being, you're saying something like this? And I'm like, no, this is something I cannot, I've not seen this before. This is just amazing to see. And I had to see, and I had to take this course. And I had to wait until 2012, October, then I went and took this 4-day course with Sadhguru, the guru that I've been talking about. And those 4 days just flew by like that. I could tell you that each and every minute we were just joyful. Me and my friend who had gone for this course. There was no tiredness. You're fully energized. There was nothing that he said didn't make sense or anything like that. And it was just amazing 4 days. And I said, I have done medical school. I've taken exams. I've done this. I've done that. But my attention span would not go beyond 40, 50 minutes at best. You have to take a break to come back to something else. Unless you're doing a case by yourself, that is different. But academically, listening to others, etc., was a challenge. But here I was, almost 30 to 36 hours of lectures, continuously listening to it, completely not tired, and so re-energized. When I came back and I said, I got to do this meditation that he had given us. That is the best way I could repay him. And we did that for almost 6 months, and I was just telling her, this is amazing. It's like no one ever told us about these things. People talk about religion, science, etc., but this seems like way of life, how to live your life, etc. And so this is incredible. I also was suffering from ulcerative colitis for almost 15 years by then, and so many allergies to food which I never had before, struggling in parallel, and I was, being given steroids to heat, didn't want to take any of that. And here I am, completely forgot about my issues, and I was just going through these 21-minute meditation. My focus was that I need to get this done every day, twice a day for the next 6 months, whatever happens in my life. And it was incredible, and things that I've never seen before. Like you might be driving through something and you might not have seen a water tank there, right? Then you will be seeing that right now. And so things that I've never seen before, it's like plants and birds and sounds, and all that was getting more and more appreciated, and the family, and then I had to see him again. I had to go for the next, and another program that I took was so perceptive that I started doubting myself. Am I making it up? And I'm a doctor. I can't really go and talk about this to others, Like you stand on the moonlight, you'll be just going rapturous. And I was just like, what is this? Why am I going so rapturous by just driving on a full moon night, right? I couldn't even continue to drive. I have to stop. I'll give it to my wife, say, you drive on, just sit on the side. She was like, what is happening to you? I just go somewhere, just tear up automatically for no reason. There's no sadness or anything. For no reason, you just tear up. You go to some of these temples that I've been visiting for 25 years, and you just go there and stand. You just start tearing up. So it's just becoming very perceptive. And I took this trip about 3 weeks with him to Kailash, the mountains and Himalayas, and I say that is the best part of my life until date. And it was incredible amount of time that we've spent there. I think all this has done is just made me look into myself as though like somebody's flashing a light within me, and looking into myself much more deeply. And for all the problems that I've been blaming others on, or I would become angry at, I had the keys. I just never looked into it. I had the keys for all of these things. Harvard being such a competitive place, yeah.
This is an incredible story, and I'm dying to hear more, and I can't wait to hear how this connects to your work. And so everyone who's listening, you have the opportunity to join us next week and hear how all of this awakening has taken Bala to the work that is going to impact the world, that I can't wait to learn more about. So what an incredible story, Bala, that I'm so engaged with how this transformed you. And I so appreciate your time and your sharing of this. And we look forward to having you back next week to be able to talk about how you took this experience of your personal life and turned it into something that's going to change the world.